Hello, and welcome to the SkillCourt version 10.0 introductory video for the Spring 2018 semester. This video will give an overview of the SkillCourt application and some of the details worked out by the team over the course of the semester. So, as we all know, soccer is the most popular sport worldwide with a fan base of about 4 billion people. However, not everyone is the perfect soccer player, which is why practicing is such an important aspect of the sport. This is why SkillCourt's goal is to provide users with the tools necessary to improve their soccer skills while also providing the user with data on their improvements at the end of each training session. This way, anyone can train like a professional regardless of age or level of expertise. SkillCourt's previous version had some issues such as limited features, pad connection bugs, and a poor architecture design. Most of these problems came from using outdated technologies and having a weak object-oriented design. For SkillCourt version 10.0, the product owner addressed the importance of dealing with those setbacks from the previous version. Therefore, it was concluded that restructuring the design of the application and turning it into a background service were key tasks for this semester. Another point of interest was the addition of pad customization. The following graph presents the breakdown of tasks assigned to the team for the 2018 spring semester. Each member was assigned a story every sprint for the exception of Sprint 1, which was used as a sync-up period to understand the technologies and requirements of the project. The yellow bars indicate the milestones set for the project, two of them being the required presentations with Professor Juan Caraballo. This is a list of the stories that the team worked on during the semester. Each story was approved by the product owner during the sprint planning phases of the project. The stories in bold are the stories the product owner considered to be of critical importance. The details of each story are well documented in the Google Drive folder labeled Documents, as well as in the final deliverable document. The following slides represent the use cases of some of the critical stories the team worked on during the semester. Change UI from activities to fragments. The goal of this story was to change the old system's activity-to-activity communication to fragment-to-fragment communication. Doing so would increase the overall performance of the application when transitioning between screens. Refactor pad connection as a service. The goal of this story was to change the pad connection object from an intent to a service. Doing so would allow the pads to remain connected in the background. Therefore, minimizing the window or putting the phone to sleep would no longer break the connection with the pads. Design architecture for sequence. The goal of this story was to design a new structure to facilitate the introduction of a new feature. This story was a part of the overall task of applying a more object-oriented design to the application. The following slides represent the sequence diagrams of some of the critical stories that the team worked on during the semester. Each of these diagrams clearly depict the flow of events that are specified by their respective use cases. These diagrams help the developers understand how the application should behave at specific times. For the system design, the SkillCourt app uses a MVC model containing two design patterns in the form of singletons and iterators. The application also contains two running services in the background, one for the connected pads and one for the game. This allows both of those elements to run in the background. The pads connect to the application via Wi-Fi hotspot using DNS protocol to locate the network. Here's a list of the system deployment technologies used for the making of this project. Most of the work involving the pads were done by a computer engineer. However, the team constantly collaborated with him to ensure the success of the application. Here is the minimal class diagram used by the team to illustrate the relationship between classes of the new system. The diagram also shows the object-oriented standards applied by the team during the design of the new system. The state diagram shows the various states that the application undergoes with each interaction with the user. It also shows the lifetime of a game as well as how the user can navigate through the application. Here's a screenshot of the new algorithm implemented in the new system. After applying proper algorithm techniques, the total complexity was brought to big O G times n plus p. This complexity is good enough considering that the number of concurrent games and players will never exceed 100. The following is a demo of the application recorded at the Spring 2018 Senior Showcase. That concludes the introductory video for SkillCourt version 10.0. If you have any questions, feel free to contact anyone on the team. Thank you for your time.